Hello, and welcome to another update video on Link. I'm here on the weekly time frame, and you can see that the market is still holding our support area. I mean, we talked about it before that this support area between around about $13.30 and $19.37 will be the relevant support area for a corrective pullback for a wave 2, if indeed a meaningful low formed there in June. However, obviously there are some exchanges, including Binance, where recently on the 10th of October, the price formed a low in the area around, I think was 890 or something. I've got that highlighted on the daily chart. Let me just open that briefly. I just need to say that, before we really dive further into the analysis, yep, 830 was the Binance low. But here you can see how this bull market support zone that we've been tracking pretty much since the beginning of the bull market, well, not really, since March 2024. So for the last 1.5 years, we've been tracking this support area. It's really been guiding the price really well. There have been many instances where the price found support in that area. So it's quite relevant, this area, very important. The bulls could defend this zone again and again. And now, I mean, the question is, the main question is, can the bulls continue to do that, right? For now, even that crash on the Binance chart, even during that crash, Link found support there. So, and then an upside reaction followed. Now, I'm not using that because I've always been using the Coinbase chart for Link. I just find it more reliable. But we cannot fully ignore that issue. We cannot. But even then, the bull market support held. So the question would only really, the difference is in the microstructures. It's really just in the microstructures. But now you see also here this support area, the upper support between 1330 and 1940. It is holding for now. The next objective for the bulls will clearly be, at least from a daily chart point of view, will be a break above this yellow trend line. This yellow trend line is currently located in the area around $23. Now we're currently far away. We're currently around $18, but we see some moderate upside. But it's all happening within a local range. So in a minute, we're going to take a look at the shorter time frame. But please note that if we break above that kind of $22 area, well, that doesn't mean we're in a full-scale breakout. I think it would mean that the immediate downtrend, is at least, let's say, reducing in strength. Might be reducing in strength. What really I think is important is a break not only above that level, but above $27, $28, which is here where this yellow trend line is located, the upper trend line, and then $31.50 or $31 area will be next resistance. So this would be a key one. This year's first micro resistance, but for now we haven't even left the support area. So I think the bullish thesis remains intact because we haven't broken key support, but we also haven't broken resistance. And you see that Link has been in this range for quite a long time. Let's now take a look at the shorter time frame. On the smaller time frame for Link, hold on, no, that's the wrong chart. On the shorter time frame for Link, you can see that the market continues to move in a range. Now, this is typically not the time to, I know it's boring, but it's typically not the time to, let's say, I don't know, leave the market or something, right? People get bored now, and that's exactly what the market is trying to do. And then it will move quickly. And then maybe in a couple of weeks, we're all getting, we're all seeing these strong movements. That could be up or down. I mean, I'm not saying, I don't know, but I can tell you that when the market is moving in a triangle and everybody gets bought out, the market will make a move when enough people are not watching anymore, right? I explained that in detail in the Ethereum videos over the last few days because Ethereum is in the fourth wave likely, and fourth waves are exactly there to bore people out. So it is something to be very much aware of. Don't ignore this. The market will make a move and then the FOMO will kick in again. Whether that means we go up now or after maybe another low, that potential for one more low is specifically highlighted here still on the chart, also in a wave 2 correction. Yeah, we cannot ignore that. We could reach 1330 area, wouldn't be a major problem either. But as long as we're holding the 1330 level, the bullish thesis overall remains plausible. Now, the main problem I have with this chart is that the movements to the upside from the recent lows, also here from the 10th of October low, and then here from the 17th of October low, the movements have really been corrective in nature. So really only 3 wave movements to the upside. Yeah? So that means I haven't got any clear evidence that the bulls are really taking the lead. In the short term, we would need at least a break above certain levels. Now, some coins, some charts, and I've been observing, are trying to break out, like virtuals. We talked about that yesterday. Here we also have a reaction to Fibonacci support. I mean, that's why it's on the chart, right? Because we want to see a reaction there. But in bull markets, rather resistances break. And in bear markets, rather support levels break. Now, to be honest, this is all on a very local level, but we would expect this resistance area to break if the price is following the yellow scenario. And the first trend line, this is really just on a very, very small micro level, is at around 1860. Then we've got this resistance area around $19.19 to 19.68. And then the larger resistance above around $22. I just talked about that on the larger time frame. So you see, there is a lot of room still for further upside, but also downside. The market is only moving sideways at the moment, unfortunately, in back-to-back corrective price action. Now, some charts, I have to say that for context, some charts are showing a little bit more potential to the upside. I think some 5-wave movements to the upside and only 3-wave movements to the downside. And I see that across the sector happen more and more, like Dogecoin, 5 waves up, Ethereum, 5 waves up, Solana, 5 waves up. Link remains more in a sideways consolidation pattern, but you still have a reaction here to micro support. So no break of support, no break to the structural support levels either, and we continue to move firmly in a sideways range. I mean, the levels are very, very clearly defined, yeah, and even this move to the upside from the Wednesday low, where the price bottomed locally at 1678, seems to be only an overlapping corrective mess, to be honest. So I haven't really got any 5-wave movements up there. It also looks like a corrective bounce. So I can't tell you yet that the C wave up has started. I would need to see a 5-wave move up from there, yeah, or a 1-2 setup at least, or at the very least a break above this trend line and then the previous swing high here from Monday, which formed at around $19.15. But overall, I'm still, as you can see here, I'm tracking 2 short-term bullish scenarios. Still, in one of them though, we could get one more low. 1330 is key support. That's the update on Link. I hope you liked the update. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment and subscribe. And if you're interested in additional updates, then make sure you also follow us on X. I'll leave a link for you guys in the comment section. Yesterday, for example, I published a few videos before YouTube there, so it's just a bit faster. So you can check that out as well if you like. And I wish you a great weekend. Thanks so much. Bye-bye.